Hello, everyone.
Hello? Oh, this works too. Cool.
So our talk is called Marketing for Humans, Not Robots. My name is Jeff. This is Alex.
Hi.
I am the previous marketing director of Bitcamp, and Alex is the current director of Bitcamp.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm a marketing major, and this year I came into University of Maryland, and they told me when you're looking at marketing, you want to look for the following. You want to look for number of followers, website views per day, total page likes, number of shares, and global reach. However, here at Bitcamp, we call that robot stuff. The thing is, when you're actually trying to strive to get people to view your stuff, your content, this shouldn't be your goal. Your goal should be to create content that actually not only enhances your brand, but helps your brand and helps create your hackathon further. Human stuff. That's what it's called. So to do this, we need you to balance your pitch, or anyone should try to balance their pitch. It works this way. So when you're balancing it, you have two metrics you want to look out for, essentially. You want to balance it in, you don't want to oversell it and you don't want to undersell it, and you also want to make sure that your brand is in that selling point. So a good example is from McHacks here, and they use a great thing here. They have Canada's beginner-friendly hackathon. And this really has a great good catch line. It tells it what it's about, but they don't over or undersell it like a lot of people do. What it does is it kind of really just tells you really what it's about. However, we also tried that here with Bitcamp, and what we did, we tried to do brand associations. What this means is we tried to, with our brand, not only over or undersell it, but we tried to also make people think, when they think Bitcamp, U plus tech. So we had other types of ideas that associated along with that.
Cool. The next point in this talk is appeal from all angles. We know that there are lots of different types of people who you need to speak your pitch to, be them experienced hackers, beginner hackers, sponsors, school administration. And we know that your pitch, or how you describe your hackathon, is super essential in getting those people on board for whatever you need them to do. So a great example of this is Hackett Brown. They have a really unique pitch in that they come out and say that this is explicitly for beginners. This is a mentor-friendly hackathon. And this is what their outward marketing says. This is what their marketing says to attendees or potential attendees. At the same time, they flip that and talk to sponsors about how this creates a really unique experience for them. It might not be the greatest pitch to go to a sponsor and say, we'll give you the most inexperienced developers for you to hire. That doesn't make sense. But what they do is they flip that on its head, and they've said that with our unique system, with our unique approach, we're pairing engineers from companies with these awesome student developers so they can learn together. This not only gets them a really good idea of what this person is like as a potential candidate for a job, but it allows the engineer to understand exactly what their API is doing to new developers and those sorts of things which you might not be able to learn any other way. So this is a different kind of value they're providing, and they've tweaked their pitch to be able to appeal to sponsors and beginner hackers. That's really awesome. So the next point is boost meaningful engagement. This relates back to the robot stuff. So we've created a little Maslow's hierarchy of engagement. Which is all about upgrading how you're putting out your marketing to be effective. The bottom few slots, consumption, recognition. Consumption would be viewing something. Recognition is maybe a like, right? And response might be a comment or something like that if we're talking about social media. What the hell is the point of that? What does a like do? Let's break that down. What does having more Twitter followers do? That increases your consumption. But really what you want to do is you want to improve your chances of actually impacting someone, in influencing how they interpret your hackathon, so you can set expectations so they come in with the right mindset, so you can make them understand what your hackathon is about instead of the 5 other ones that are going on this weekend. This isn't competition. This is making sure people are going to the right events for them. So if we approach this hierarchy, consumption, recognition, response, those are kind of low things. That's not really what you should be targeting. What we want to go for is maybe sharing. This is one person validating your claims by saying, I support this and I'm behind this. I might be from another school, but hey, I'm traveling to Maryland to go to Bitcamp. That's really cool. Co-planning is another great opportunity for this. It allows you as an organizer to understand what your attendees might need. And we'll go to an example of that also. And the ultimate, self-actualization equivalent in this hierarchy is creation. If someone is creating content from your hackathon as a fan or an attendee, that's incredible. That means that this is not only a brand advocate, but they really are influencing how you run your event in a pretty profound way. I mean, that's awesome. So now, examples. This is something we did last year through our social media. We weren't going for likes. This is an example of the co-planning. So we were asking our Facebook group what they want to see in our shirts. This allowed them to engage and get excited for the hackathon, 2 weeks before the event, but it also decided what shirts we should get. I mean, that's awesome as an organizer to have that unique input. This is, this second level of engagement that is really good to strive for. Another thing we did was color war. I'm a designer, I love design, and we wanted to really bring more designers to this event. And we didn't just say, let's put out pretty graphics, let's say, hey, this is the hackathon for designers, come on down. Because we know that doesn't work. That's an empty claim. So we backed that up by doing a competition that uniquely appealed to designers. Before the event, we made a marketing strategy around this color war event, which said, you create content for us. Again, as a hackathon organizer's strategic approach, really we were saying, hey, submit your pictures, and we're going to have a competition. We had some prizes. Victor got an awesome dribble invite out of that. And then at the event, we had a sub-event called Color War. It was an awesome thing. John emceed it. We all had a lot of fun. But in the end, this was a marketing campaign. Very explicitly, we wanted to do this to bring more designers. Here's some of the content that was created for us. It may seem that, a few pictures here and there aren't that special, but we know that this is people, evangelizing for our brand, for Bitcamp, who may not have experienced it yet. And that's super powerful in terms of bringing people to your events who should be there. So if you're thinking about how you want your marketing to be, if you don't think marketing is necessarily important, you're probably thinking about it in terms of likes and shares. That's not important. What's important is setting expectations for your attendees and helping them understand how they can engage with your brand and with your hackathon before, during, and after the event. So take that and do something really cool with it. Thanks, y'all.
Thank you so much.